An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Clemson Tigers and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Turner. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And they tacked on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Johnson. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, deflected in the air. The running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. That goes down in the stat book as a catch.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking for room, it's Davidson. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Over the middle, complete to Wesco. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Get it out on the screen. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
That's caught. It's Brown. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, it's Johnson. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Smashes through the tackle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. The quarterback sneak. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal line.
They've just kept moving the ball forward. This will be the 12th play of the drive on 3rd and goal. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. I can't think of one single explanation that would suffice for taking a delay of game penalty there. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. The Tigers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw.
Stadium, Baton Rouge. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Clemson Tigers and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hunting on first down. But why? He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Wasting no time taking a shot. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Tigers! He got him loose, and it was lights out after that.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And he puts through the extra point. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. Good blocking, good running. Pick up at 6 out to the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he's going to bring this one out. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off the RPO complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. With the catch, it's Johnson. Nice move to pick up yardage. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Now on first down from the 28. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Hauls it in. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Short. Complete the pass, but no first down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The give to Caden Durham. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Options galore here, second and just a few inches. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Back to pass on second down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
This punter is such a weapon. Because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The short hands, it's Green. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Bringing the heat. Got his man to the left. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to Caden Durham. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Levin. It's complete on the right side. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red end zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
The handoff to Johnson. Got a little grass. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Turning it on! At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Blevin. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Give to the running back. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The play action fake. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
One thing what I will say is that I may be losing, but J Money, you's a hoe, and you will never beat me, bitch. What are you talking about?
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the grab inside the 30. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
In the red area, it's Durham. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go with a direct snap. He's still on the move, a last-ditch effort to get some points before the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Tigers coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
And what is this? They're setting up the punt on 1st down.
They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media.
Yeah, he punted the ball. He treated me like a
the state of things right now.
off the play fake on first down. Here's the pressure. Trying to beat the D.
Throw that shit out.
And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I'm in here freestyling.
Right?
Yeah.
Hand him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
That's fine. Back in the lab.
The kick is on its way. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last possession, the early punt, losing track of the downs, whatever it was, David, that was a fireable effect. Breaks into the open. Really nice run to get it out to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
That's a good
Fine with me, man.
Inside your own 10, right?
I'm ready to go.
Trying to get something positive so you don't have to throw out your end zone and possibly take a safety, and then boom, you pop one. You get big-time space, big-time yardage. Nice job by the offense.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Finds his man. It's Durham. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines.
Yeah.
They've been putting him to work on this drive, right?
You can have it back in the lab.
Success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Sure will.
The run inside. It's Berry. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This offense has to get
I'm garbage. I never said I was good.
He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
I hate that nigga, that's why. So, yeah. Other than that, I'm cooling.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Firing to the right.
Sure do.
You know, that's why this
I don't even have a playbook.
Second and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive and rip off some nice
I don't
runs.
even have a playbook. I'm not taking this shit half serious.
Find ways to get him going. sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is
drop.
incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some
These
frustration.
new niggas
Obviously,
is
they
these
get
new
it
niggas is
lit
funny.
up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. He splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll give it to Johnson. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
He'll do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The give to the lone running back. There's a crease. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Davidson. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete to the right. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Gonna take a shot. Picked off to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I know you can can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
To the air, it's Levitt. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching
what could have been
heading into their next game.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. He's got him. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield.
Finding some room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They're testing the right side here. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
I think Virginia Tech would be more challenging.
By the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
And the biggest key for them on this sustained drive has been their ability running the football. And there's nothing more demoralizing to a defense when you know the other team is going to run it and you still can't stop them. And I think if I'm this offense here, I'm finding other ways and other run schemes to just keep giving this guy the football, because he is cruising through this defense now.
Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive
I would go Virginia
plays.
Tech if I want to challenge.
It can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more.
I'm going NC. I'm doing my offline down still NC State.
Pieces, they got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns. Right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Hey, he's had a great day all day today, and not a surprise why they've continued to feature him, and you've seen him make big plays. And down the stretch, we expect more of the same, don't we, guys? Like, up with the lead, ground game keeps that clock moving. You don't want to stop that thing. That clock is your friend. This defense better find some answers quick.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth.
Nigga Quiddy put his hard-earned money on my dime.
You want to
Stupid.
the clock. You want to stay on the field.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about this shit, man.
You have to be able to run it.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the
No.
35.